This is the Three Man Podcast, a football podcast where we discuss football, and more football. We got three of the very best bringing it to you. Got my man Wes, my man Zell, and your boy Cash on the action. Y'all tune in, you have your popcorn, because here come the Three Man Front. Make sure your offensive lineman is ready. What's being brought to you.
All right, welcome to the Three Man Front podcast. First episode, super exciting. I got myself, Wegs. I'm an NFL enthusiast, as you can see that. Follow me at Wegspool on X, Instagram, and Facebook. Mr. Casanova, where can we follow you, sir?
You can follow me on Facebook at Kenny Casanova. On YouTube at Casanova Vibes. And yeah, catch me everywhere, man.
Catch this man everywhere. Zell, where can we find you, man?
You can find me on Facebook at Denzel Smith, and you can find me on Instagram at Wendy's_city_kid.
Yeah, Windy City Kid, I remember that one. And then for our podcast, for right now, we are streaming on Kenny's different accounts on YouTube and also X and Facebook. So we'll figure out if we can get it out to other channels on the next one. But follow us on that. We're definitely going to have a great discussion every single week, and we want you guys to participate. That's the best part about these shows. We can get your comments, integrate them right away, which is exciting. So before we dig into catching up on the news and notes, you guys been having a good summer? What you guys been doing?
Yeah, man, I just been working. That's it, man. Working, man. Of course, got my boxing podcast, doing that.
Nice.
That's going real well. And basketball podcast, of course. And just living life, man. Trying to stay out this smoke. That's it.
Get the smoke out. How about you, Zoe?
Man, working, going on trips soon, and trying to get something in the works for another podcast as well. So, and I'm trying to get back into streaming.
There you go. Welcome back. Yeah, for me, as we discussed before, pre-show, I'm not watching Love Island. This is not a Love Island podcast. We leave that to Kenny's Casanova Confessions. I've just been trying to stay active. Kind of messed up my foot a couple weeks ago, but I'm still getting around, having a good time, enjoying all of Chicago. So let's catch up a little bit, just the immediate news and notes from this, like the last couple of days, which has been kind of hot and heavy. This one is crazy because as a betting guy from Side Action Podcast host, Ryan Gold, the Arizona Cardinals director of college scouting, he's suspended indefinitely from putting in a parlay on the Arizona Cardinals draft picks this year. I don't know if you guys saw this, but he turned some money over. And, that's not just bad for the players. You're not supposed to be doing that in front office. So, Zell, what are your thoughts on this Ryan Gold?
It was a dummy move. Like, first and foremost, you're supposed to have, if you're doing this, you're supposed to have somebody else do it for you.
Yes.
Why would you even associate yourself and your accountant's on your name? So basically they're gonna look up like, hey, do you know Ryan Gold? Yeah, he betted on the Cardinals draft picks. Oh, suspended indefinitely. It was just a dumb move, and it makes the organization who's already trying to rebuild themselves look bad. So I give him a thumbs down for that. That was just terrible thinking.
Thumbs down. Casanova, did you put a parlay on the Pittsburgh Steelers picks? You probably
Man, I should have. I should have went right to the front office. Hey, do y'all want to get in on this? Come on, man. What are we doing? The NBA is fake now. And now the NFL found out the NFL might be fake too. I can't take it. I mean, dude, what are you doing? Have somebody else do it. You got plenty of people around you.
Exactly.
Have the water boy do it. You could have the water boy do it. You could have the ball boy do it. Any of those people, all right, listen, cool. But you come on, man.
Come on, dude. I mean, Molly doesn't make that much money per se, but he makes enough money. When you're the director of college scouting, you probably make a couple hundred.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Now you're going to be blacklisted,
That's what I'm saying, because he's not going to get a job nowhere else. Who's going to hire him?
Exactly. The other one, this is more of a sadder story. Saquon Barkley's house got burglarized over the weekend, which is, you always hate to see this. Obviously the guy's got money. He's done really well for himself, and it's just terrible when you hear this kind of thing. And anybody getting burglarized sucks. But Saquon, he's a great guy. I mean, I'm sure he gives back to the community, and then he's getting burglarized, which terrorizes his family. So sucks, man. Kenny, come on, dude.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Whoever's doing this, because I feel like this is like an organization. Because it seems like all the players, like remember Joe Burrow got burglarized while he was so happy to be playing on Monday Night Football. Some other players got burglarized. Meanwhile, they were at the game. I feel like there's a community of these guys.
Job.
They just wait. All right, I know he's going to be playing at this time. I know he's not going to be here at this time. So let me go on and it's just like, come on, y'all. Come on, man. I mean, go back to robbing regular people again. I mean, don't rob. I mean, let me not this is a terrible message. Let me not say regular people. But listen, all I'm saying is leave the athlete alone, man. Just leave him alone. Leave everybody alone. But come on, man.
Yeah. Zell, your thoughts?
And like he said, I heard stories about it's a ring going around robbing NFL players, with Burrow, Kelsey, Mahomes.
Yes.
And it's sad to hear this happen because we know Saquon is a person who worked hard all his life and he gives back to the community in Philly. But just to have it all and somebody comes in your house and robs it blind. I'm pretty sure he got insurance for everything, but it's now you got to beef up your security and now you can't feel comfortable living in a house that's already been broken into.
Yeah, no.
That's right. Takes away that peace of mind living in your home. So let's go on. And I guess we'll go more negative notes. ESPN and NFL Network, merged a while back. I kind of missed that because that was after we were doing the pods and stuff. But so now this merger has basically led to a bunch of layoffs today. I read about it. So you got Ryan Clark, Cam Newton, Charles Davis, Bart Scott. I heard Tom Pelissero is probably going to get the axe soon. Stephania Bell, David Lloyd, and then the baseball side, Carl Ravitch. I mean, whoa, that is like bloodletting over there. Don't worry, Stephen A. is still on the network somewhere. Zell, when you see this, what do you think? I mean, I saw some stuff about Clark. Okay, this is why. BS. I think it's just cutting salaries. But what's your take on when you see this, Zell?
When two networks get together and they're trying to merge something, they're trying to lay off like a lot of people who make the most significant amount of money. And not saying like these are the heavy hitters. These are some of the people that have been there the longest. I know Cam Newton just got signed on last year. Ryan Clark's been there for a minute. Yeah. Charles Davis, he's been there for a very long time. Yeah. Bart Scott, the Mr. Can't Wait. Oh, man. Come on. And it's just like these cuts are just like, people rock with these announcers and analysts.
Sure.
And ESPN and NFL Network, I know ESPN is hosting the Super Bowl finally, and they want to get the right team to call it. They want to get the right announcers on it. So they figure, hey, why don't we just lay off a bunch of people that make too much? And I heard they're also taking, they're cutting, I think, Pat McAfee's contract a little bit too.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a shame, but I'm pretty sure these people will find other networks to work on and get back on their feet, or even start their own.
Yeah, guest spot on three-man front anytime, guys. Anytime,
right?
Pop on in. Kenny, what are your thoughts? Are there anybody on here that you're like, wow, I couldn't believe it, or is this all kind of makes sense with they cut this game?
You know what? Like now that I'm looking at the list and everything, the people that they're cutting they have a little controversy to them. They're not your typical 1-2 tie my shoe type of guy. And to me, it's crazy because you need a little controversy on your show. That's the way you sell it. You have to. If you don't have no controversy, you're boring at this point. And I don't know if they're trying to be just a boring TV show. I guess because you got Stephen A., you're never going to be boring.
Sure.
But still, outside of Stephen A., you have to have some juice on for the other shows, and you taking away all your because I watch the Monday after Sunday games because of Ryan Clark being on it, because of Art Scott being on it. These are former players. We understand, they understand the game from a different side than the other guys do. They're in the locker room. They've been in the trenches, and so they have a not a better perspective, a different perspective. So to me, you taking away that, man. I mean, if you just wanted to be a bunch of analyst guys, then let's just let it just be that. And I'm hoping these guys. The good part about Ryan Clark is that he has created a separate lane. For himself and doing the Pivot podcast. That's doing an amazing job. So the good part about him, he's gonna land on his feet. Bart Scott, I hope that he finds another lane that he can get into, to do what he got to do. And everybody else, I hope they land on their feet because it is rough. I mean, Ryan Clark was on air when he found out he got fired. He's on air mid-show.
They're mid-show. They're going to do a mid-show, like
mid-show,
like at the end of the week, or
mid-show. They're gonna say, "Hey, ESPN has cut ties with Ryan Clark." Wait a minute, what?
He's like reading it off the ticket.
Yeah, you're reading on your phone. You're like, "I've been fired." What are they gonna tell me?
It's just the corporate side, right? And the Disney corporate ESPN monster that it is. I mean, it is a monster for sure. Well, let's get back into the positive side. Let's obviously training camp start this week. In some places, rookies have already reported today. They'll report the next couple of days. Almost everybody's starting by. It looks like the Cowboys are starting really late, but everybody else is pretty much starting this weekend. So that's exciting. In order to catch up on the league, let's cover the coaching changes. So we did this kind of in spring, but we got new listeners here, so let's make sure we catch up. You've got in Buffalo, you've got Joe Brady, who was the OC, gets elevated. When they get rid of, Sean McDermott, so that's fine. You got Miami, you got Jeff Hafley. He came in for the Packers. DC. We'll leave Pittsburgh for you, Kenny. I want to hear what you have to say. McCarthy is in Pittsburgh. Former head coach in Green Bay and Dallas. Baltimore's got Jesse Minter, who was the defensive coordinator over in the Chargers. He'd never been a head coach. Cleveland's got Todd Monken. Ravens OC. The Titans pick up Robert Saleh. 49ers defensive coordinator. He was, of course, the former coach of the Jets, head coach. Stefanski gets the new gig, moves to the Browns to Atlanta. He's probably happy on that move. You got the Raiders. Clint Kubiak goes from Seattle, offensive coordinator of the champions, obviously now the Raiders head coach. And you got Mike LaFleur, who was the Rams OC, is going to Arizona. So a lot of bottom feeders, as you can see, but some of them are not. I mean, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Buffalo made changes when they needed to. Atlanta's kind of middle of the pack. So go ahead, Kenny. I know we've talked about it before, but let me know about Pittsburgh and any of the other moves that you saw were interesting.
Okay, Mike McCarthy. Okay. I have came to terms with Mike McCarthy being the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I fully support. I'm being very political with this answer. I fully support him. I am standing 100% behind him. I like the moves that we have made in the offseason. And, go Steelers. Go Steelers. Another move that I thought was very interesting was the I love the Clint Kubiak move. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can call me crazy. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. I think the Raiders are going to compete this year. I like what I see. Okay. I like the Clint Kubiak move. I hate the Kirk Cousins move, but I love the Clint Kubiak move. I love it. Reason being is I think that's what Mendoza needs. I think that is a good offense for him. It's very quarterback friendly. You get him a couple of receivers. I'm still holding out hope that George Pickens will be a Las Vegas Raider in the next couple of years. Okay? I want to snatch him away from Dallas by any means necessary. I have hope for that. And I'm not gonna lie, if I'm the Raiders, I kind of want to be very terrible this year because we tanking for Jeremiah Smith. We tanking for Jeremiah Smith. He has to be a Raider. You have to find a way to navigate to get him to your organization because all you need is that one guy.
Yeah.
You need them receivers, man. And if you surround that guy with weapons and that pass-friendly offense with a decent running back, I think Genty's gonna be more than decent, but us just being a serviceable running back. think the Raiders might be on to something. I don't care what they call me crazy.
You guys didn't call me out. I missed John Harbaugh. That was probably the biggest
Oh,
in
yeah.
the Giants, right? Missed him on the list, guys. Sorry about that. I'm a Baltimore guy. He gets a big pick, but what do you think, Zell? This list? I mean, do you think there's some winners and losers? Do you think some people just same old? I know how Kenny thinks about the Cleveland. So, what about your take on this list?
Besides Clint Kubiak going to the Raiders, that is a good option for the Raiders. They need an identity, and Kubiak led my team, the offense. Well, the defense led the team to the Super Bowl, but we know it was a good offense throughout the year, quarterback wise, and I feel like he's going to do a good job there for the Raiders, because they need a new fresh start. They signed Kirk Cousins, they got Mendoza. And they have a lot of new weapons, so I want to see how that really works. And by the looks of this list, Salah's getting another chance. We'll see what he can do in Tennessee with Tate, and I want to see if he's gonna use Mr. Ward right, because as of last year, we seen the Tennessee Titans, and Ward was complaining that he had no help on offense, and his receivers were looking like they were lost and looking like rookies. So I would like to see what he can do with that team. Stefanski going to Atlanta, it's just like, and then
he get another job.
Yeah, like how you go from Cleveland to Atlanta, like
it's a second life, dude. I mean, he's won two. He's won 2 Coach of the Year awards already.
Correct.
So Atlanta, I mean, we can bag on it. We'll talk about them, and we're gonna do some previews in a week or two, over the next few weeks anyway. But like, to me, Stefanski, I mean, he's got to be. It's like a get out of jail free card. I mean, like, Atlanta's not a bad team. They got some talent out there.
Amazing.
He's got a great offense.
Yes.
I don't know how he got that job, but I'm happy for him because I mean, he's doing his best.
But to touch on what Zell said about Tennessee, I actually like that point. Which, because I actually love them bringing in Brian Daboll for Cam Moore. I love that. I think that might be the sneakiest move, best move of the offseason as far as like those type of changes, because you see what he did with Josh Allen. With all that talent, he said, let's hone it in and let's focus on this. Let's do this to bring out this. And he just, so we know what he does with quarterbacks. So Salah's like
Daniel Jones. He made Daniel Jones a winning quarterback.
Daniel Jones serviceable. He got him paid. Daniel Jones got money because of this guy.
Cam Ward is the #1 pick. I mean, he's gonna be better.
Man. If you can't make it work with him, man, I mean, hey,
he's gonna make it work.
Yeah, man, got to.
Yeah.
To go back on Stefanski though. To go back on Stefanski, it's just like, he's a tight end coach to me, because when he was in Cleveland, he got David Njoku look. So I'm hoping like he can get Mr. Kyle Pitts some look, because Kyle Pitts last year was improving, but the year before that he went downhill. So Stefanski, I think he's going to use Mr. Pitts more, and I think this list, looking at it, I think John Harbaugh is like the favorite of this offseason for that Giants team, because now the NFC East is going to have a little bit of a warfare going on, other than you getting the Commanders and the other teams. I can't even think about the Cowboys.
Can't even think of the Cowboys.
I can't even think about the Cowboys and the Eagles right now, because there's been some questionable offseason moves that they did.
Correct.
But I think Harbaugh shakes up the East, and I think that's what the East is really looking for.
So what about, we didn't talk about Baltimore, and obviously we got an in-division guy, Kenny. Minter's young. He's a young guy. I don't know if he's got any juice. He wasn't even DC that long in with the Chargers. And this is a team that's, obviously has an established quarterback, established running back. I don't know. I don't know. I've downgraded them in my mind, even though I think the Ravens are probably the most talented team in the division. But Minter could be just a total bust. I mean, Kenny, what do you think about Minter?
I'm gonna be very not biased. I'm talking. I'm gonna be very unbiased,
Okay.
man. I'm be unbiased for the Ravens. Listen, I think it was a cool move. It was cool. It was a cool move. It's not like it's a terrible, pick. It's not like it's a terrible pick. I just thought that Baltimore was going to go for more of a established guy with all those veterans in the locker room, somebody who can command the locker room out the gate, that command respect.
Sure.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, these guys are veterans, and you're coming in. This is your first coaching job, and you haven't been DC that long. I mean, it's gonna be very interesting to see. And the OC already started off on the wrong foot with Lamar Jackson, basically kind of, like insinuating like you better be at OTAs, and it's like, all right, hold up, don't come in here like that. He don't know
MVP,
you.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, like this is a 2-time MVP, and he doesn't know you like that. So yeah, send that in a text message next time. Don't say it live on air, please. And it's like, all right, Jesse, check that early, because what you don't want is your OC and your 2-time MVP arguing, because they will pick the 2-time MVP every time. You'll be looking for a new coordinator. So to me, I just think look, got my cousin in the comments. Look at this.
Thanks,
He's a
cousin.
Baltimore fan. Just to let you know. He's the Baltimore. Stop spreading lies. Okay, they're cool now, but they weren't cool at first. If I just met you on the job, let's say I just met you on the job, and you come out and say you better be at the first meeting that we have, bro. I don't know you. Who you talking
You're trying to
to?
be tough. You're trying to be tough.
Yeah, who are you talking to? I don't know you. Don't speak to me like that. I'll be there.
Mhm.
And Lamar Jackson was there. He was there. So I think Baltimore's gonna be good. They're gonna be good. They'll be competitive as always. They won't beat us, but they'll be competitive as always.
Love
And
it.
that's for my cousin in the comments, since he want to talk. So
That's for you, J Hal. Okay, so one more. Just we didn't talk about Buffalo. Obviously McDermott. It was time. Couldn't get
yes,
the big win. Couldn't
correct.
come up. But and obviously Brady's done pretty well as the offense. With Josh Allen. But the problem with this team is not the offense; it's the defense, right?
Never been.
This defense can't stop a nosebleed. They can't get the key stop in any given situation.
Never.
So Zell, I mean, obviously Brady's maybe earned his chance to be his head coach. Do you think it was the right thing to keep him in that system and just find a new DC for this team?
I mean, when you look at it, the McDermott firing was pretty. I was shocked. Because he came in. Well, I can't be shocked because they had too many trips to go to the Super Bowl, and
Right.
they failed. But this is what happens. This is a business, and you promoting the offensive coordinator to the head coach is still keeping it in the house because, well, the whole roster, the whole staff, and the GM. So pretty much they wanted to keep it in house and see if the OC can get the job done. But we'll see, because it's been the defense a little bit, and then it's the offense sometimes.
Mhm.
But that last game in the last season was the kind of send off to McDermott, and you're looking at the Buffalo Bills, and they have MVP Josh Allen, and can he get the job done this year with some new additions to the team? And I think they can still lead the division, but I don't think they're going to get off that hump in this first year with Joe Brady. Maybe the second year, but we'll have to see. The season's going to be long, so.
Right. Any thoughts there, Kenny?
Yeah, I just don't like a partially clean house. Like, if you're gonna clean house, clean the dang on house. Clean it. Sorry, Joe, you were under him. You have to go.
Sure.
If you're trying to get rid of the old regime and all that kind of stuff, get rid of it. Don't leave no resemblance of that if you're looking for different results.
Right.
If you're not, Joe Brady's perfect. It's perfect because it's right in line. Joe Brady is not going to be the reason why they go on to the next level or any of that. That's not going to be the reason why. If it is, and we'll get into it later, it's because this top 10 quarterback list that got this guy. We're going to talk about that in a little bit because I got some comments about that, but we'll hold off. But Joe Brady, specifically, I like it for Josh, but what about the rest of the players? That's all I'm asking.
Right.
What about the rest of the players? I mean, it looks like, it ain't gonna lie, it kind of looks like Josh Allen got Sean McDermott fired to get this guy hired. It just looks like that from the outside.
You mean when he fumbled the ball by
Yeah,
himself?
yeah.
Gave Denver the game, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, what? I just don't understand it. But like I said, I don't like a partially clean house. That's my main take on that. If you're gonna clean it, clean the whole house.
I agree with your cousin though. If the DC is good, they'll be better.
Yeah, I agree as well. Yes. Shout out to everybody in the comment section too.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Definitely. But yeah, I agree if they get a good DC. But the problem is, I think it's personnel problems. I don't necessarily think it's the DC.
No, I think so too, especially on defense.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about some of the moves that were made in the offseason. We're not going to cover every single one because there were so many, but I mean the big, huge one, which we'll talk in a minute on what it's going to impact for the odds and everything. But Myles Garrett to the Rams, I mean, obviously could be the biggest. I mean, he literally broke the sack record last year, and now he's going to the team that probably should have won the Super Bowl. Sorry, Zell. I mean, but that was basically right there with Seattle, and now they've got this incredible player. Jeez. So, Zell, since you're a Seattle guy, or you're at least fan, what was your thoughts when you saw that? Did you anticipate it? Were you just shocked?
Yeah. See, I'm already mad that the 49ers already have Mike Evans. So this is even worse because I'm hearing rumors in LA that somebody wants to come back and play with Myles Garrett.
Yeah, he'll be back.
And then now I'm thinking oh my God, we don't need this. We don't need this. Please don't, because if that happens, then it's over with. I'm just gonna tune in to next year. But this move put a lot of people in my group chat in panic, like Myles Garrett going to the Rams. How many weapons do they have? And I'm just like, what the hell was Cleveland thinking?
Dummies.
Dummies. Like, bro, like I don't Cleveland. Now I really hate Cleveland now. I really hate Cleveland.
Welcome to the side, man. Welcome to this side, man.
Before Kenny jumps in, I think it was a great trade for Cleveland. I mean, honestly, because were they going to win this year? Myles Garrett, I mean, they probably should have traded him before they paid him all that money, but they get rid of that salary. They're getting all these picks. I mean, it obviously got to figure out quarterback and do all that, but I mean, for him, it's great. Myles Garrett, it's great. And it's a win-win to me, but it hurts you, obviously. So, Kenny, what was your reaction when you saw that trade?
Yeah, Cleveland being Cleveland. To be honest with you, I understand it. I understand it from their perspective. You got to get off that money and everything like that.
Yeah.
But Myles Garrett going to the Rams. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We're going to discuss it in a minute, but just pray for the NFL. Send prayers out to the NFL. We didn't even mention Trent McDuffie's there now, and Watson at the other corner. We didn't got to mention that stuff, but it's looking real. They want Stafford to go out on top. Let's just say that.
They do.
Say that, and I love the move. And then you telling me Aaron Donald possibly is lurking. I mean, he's working out at the facility. All of a sudden, ramming back up. No pun intended. It's gonna be scary hours for teams, man, in the West.
Yes,
it's gonna be scary. Y'all just
NFC is just. I mean, it used to be competitive. It was competitive last year.
It looks crazy. Shout out to Seattle though, man.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about some other moves, or moves that didn't happen. Baltimore was going to get this big trade for Max Crosby. It gets voided, which was crazy. And then at the same time, remember we were on air, I think we were talking about it. And then Trey Hendrickson goes to Baltimore instead. So they still upgraded the pass rush in a way. Kind of crazy that Crosby stays with the Raiders for now. Zell, what did you think? I mean, when Henderson, I mean, he's obviously a good player. He's not. I think Max is probably a little bit younger, maybe a little bit better, but still an upgrade for Baltimore, though, right?
We talked about this before, thing happened. But anyway, they had to find the backup because the trade didn't go through. So now we're like, okay, now we need another defensive person. So they go and get the next best thing in their division. Hello, Cincinnati. We need Trey Henderson. So it's a plus for Baltimore. you know, but it's still got you got a rookie coach, so we still got to see what y'all got to do. And judging by these other moves on the free agent list, you know, there was another free agent signing that I didn't know that I looked yesterday, and I noticed Mr. Beckham is back in the NFL with his old team. So I don't know what New York's thinking. I don't know that. I think they're trying to get some sales going on in there. but yeah, Baltimore, they're going to get an upgrade on that defense, but I think it's their offense that really needs work. You know, their defense was pretty solid, but their offense, they need more weapons.
I got you. So Kenny, you're happy he's not playing for the Bengals, but are you happy that he's playing for the Ravens?
Man, Trey Henderson ain't never made me lose sleep. I go to sleep every time I see him play football, man. I don't care if he's in purple. I don't care if he's in Bengal colors. I don't care. Listen, Trey Henderson is a good player. Let me not talk about the man like that. He's a good player. But am I worried as a Steelers fan that we got to go get Trey Henderson? Heck no, man! I was happy that the trade got voided for Max because I got a little scared when I see Max Crosby going to Baltimore. I said, "Oh snap!" Oh, yeah. I said, "What y'all doing?" I said, "What y'all doing over there in Baltimore?" Then when I heard it got voided, I said, "What are y'all doing in Baltimore?" I had the same reaction because I know what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to shave off that money a little bit and get back those 2 first-round picks y'all had to give up. Y'all not slick, Baltimore. And I'm talking to you in the comment section. I know you did.
But your cousin seems to was happy it was voided.
He was happy it was voided because he liked that they got back the 2 first-round picks that they ended up getting back, and they saved money.
Yeah. Crosby's a game wrecker. I mean, I know maybe wasn't healthy at that point. So let's talk about a couple more of these so we get into the rest of these topics. A.J. Brown in New England, which happened way late, like after like June 1st or something.
Yeah, after the June 1st thing, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. So, I mean, Drake May now has a legit threat. He had a bunch of no-name guys that played well for him, right? I mean, Stephon, I guess, did sort of had a name. But this is a big upgrade for A.J. I mean, he was kind of, you know, he was reading the book on the sideline and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, Kenny, do you think this is obviously, well, tell me the impact both sides. It was a trade, so AJ obviously gets to go to New England, and then obviously Philadelphia just kind of get some picks or whatever.
I think this is a win-win for both sides. He didn't want to be there no more, and they didn't want him there no more. So to me, it's a win-win. And if you're New England, you welcome with open arms because you do need that one guy. You do need that guy for your development of your quarterback. It's kind of like when Stephon Diggs went to Buffalo for Josh Allen. That boosted Josh. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's you need that big name guy, big name receiver to kind of, you know, stamp your guy. You know what I'm saying, and help him through his development. So I think it's a big pickup for New England. I do. Do I think that if I'm Philly, I'm good over here. I got the guys I needed. I drafted a receiver, even though they stole that receiver from the Pittsburgh Steelers, which we won't talk about right now. I'll move on from it.
Kenny's mock draft.
Yeah, I hate Dallas too, just to let y'all know. But we'll let that ride. But Philly is like, hey, listen, we can do it by committee. We don't have to have that diva receiver, you know, at this point.
Right.
And so, but if you're New England, hey, we need the diva receiver over here for our quarterback. So it's a win-win.
Zell, you agree with that?
You know, I think this trade worked out for everybody, you know, because we talked about it before. You know, Jalen Hurts, he's a mobile quarterback. So he's going to do more running than throwing. Mm-hmm. And, you know, AJ was mad because he didn't get his receptions. Devontae was kind of mad. He didn't get his receptions. So AJ got his wish. Now he can get his receptions. And, you know, the Patriots, they signed Dobbs in the offseason. They got Mac Hollins. They got Kyle Williams. So I'm pretty interested in what Drake May is going to do now that he's got some more offensive weapons and he's got a talent in A.J. Brown who really can now play like A.J. Brown. Correct. Finally. And for Jalen Hurts, he's got Devontae Smith as the top target. Now you got Marquise Brown. You got Mekhi Lemon. You know, so it works out for both sides. But I really think Drake May is going to show more than Jalen Hurts because I think Jalen Hurts is still going to run with the ball and he's not going to throw it. But if he has to throw it, he's going to throw it. And they have a new offensive coordinator. So we'll see if it works out. If not, they're just going to be the same Eagles from last year.
Right. Ineffective. Your cousin is scared for the Eagles without AJ.
I'm not, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they actually got addition by subtraction, man. I think they got better. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do. I think
it's
AJ
the chemistry. It's the chemistry.
Yeah, the chemistry was off in the locker room. You're not gonna win no way, even if he is there.
Right. Bears lost DJ Moore to Buffalo. I don't think it's as big a hit for the Bears. Do you think it helps Josh? Do you think that's enough to get him over the top? I mean, he loves his tight ends. You know that. His tight ends and his running back are great. He doesn't have a real great receiver.
DJ Moore's a good receiver, man. I think DJ Moore's a real good receiver, but don't scare nobody. That doesn't. Oh, DJ Moore's there. Oh, let's run for the hills. No, I'm cool. I'll stay here. Right. Hold the fort down. Like it's okay. Like it's a cool move. It's a good move. Like there's a lot of good moves being made. Do you need them? Yes, you do. Am I scared of them? No, I'm not. Let's play ball. Like
I got you. Zell, same way.
Yeah, because after the last game, no, I don't. DJ Moore doesn't threaten anybody.
Yes.
He's more like, hey, if I'm gonna go get the ball, I'm gonna go get the ball. And yeah, Chicago had a time with DJ Moore last year. He did have some clutch moments, but it was like the communication with him and Caleb in the last game. I think that's what set it off. And I think everybody in Chicago was getting on him. And he didn't show up at the I think he was getting an interview for the end of the season. He didn't show up. So it was kind of something in the air there, but hopefully, Josh can do something with him. If not, then it's just nobody's scared of DJ Moore. Nobody.
Right.
Even when he first came in the league, nobody wasn't scared of him. So it was just like he's just one of them underrated talents. And when he getting his own thing going, he's scary. But he has to get it going. And welcome to Buffalo. That's all I can say.
Welcome to Buffalo. One more move that I want to kind of discuss again, since we got to get through some more stuff here. Yeah. So Tua obviously was cut by Miami. He's going to be in Atlanta now. You had Murray, same situation, basically. Arizona goes over to Minnesota. Pennies on the dollar, right, for both these guys. So which of these two guys do you think is going to have a bigger impact for their teams winning this year? I'll start with you, Zell. Which one? Tua versus Murray. Hey, I wasn't gonna make it easy.
See, that's tough. That's tough. I see what you did. I like Tua to the Falcons more than Murray to the Vikings because Tua is set up to win. They have an offense that can go. They have Drake London. They have Kyle Pitts. They have a back. Well, if Tua's gonna start, they have Phoenix, and then they have Bijan Robinson. Scary. Compared to what you have on the Viking side and Aaron Jones and Justin Jefferson. That's all I know. And then they got Mr. Russell, who's having off-season problems. So it's just like I'd rather take Tua for the Falcons because he's put in a better predicament, and then the NFC South compared to the NFC North.
Yeah,
in the South, anybody can win. We've seen that by the verdict last year of the Carolina Panthers going when everybody wanted the Bucks to win. So I like the Tua to the Falcons move more.
Okay. Kenny, what do you think? Same?
Tua is definitely, I would say, out of the both of them in a better situation. But who I think will impact winning, I actually like Murray to the Vikings because I don't think the Vikings is as far off. I actually like their two receivers. I like Hawkinson as the tight end. The weapons around him is pretty good, and I think he'll benefit from playing inside. I do. When it was a quarterback like that, I think on that turf and inside that stadium, I think he's going to have fun. I think it's going to be very fun out there. I mean, he can get the ball to – Justin Jefferson is going to love him. I do. I think he's gonna love him because this guy actually is gonna stay in the lineup. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Like
Right.
JJ McCarthy was so in and out of the lineup. It's like I can't even get chemistry with the guy, and
Sure.
then when he's out there, I don't know what he's gonna do. He's a wild card, so maybe I think Murray brings him a little bit more stability, maybe at that spot, and it's a fresh start. And Murray's trying to play for some money. He wants to stay in the league.
Yeah.
He knows it's
Mhm.
one of his only last shots, and so you may see the best Kyler Murray you might have ever seen this year, and he has the weapons to do it. So that's the good part. I still love Tua to the Falcons too because everything's outlined and said, and that is it's very true. I mean, Bijan Robinson, man, that gosh,
Legit.
woo, legit. And then you got Drake London. I mean, Kyle Pitts, of course. You know, like you said, Kevin Stefanski love his tight end, so I think that's going to be amazing for Kyle Pitts, and he's on my fantasy team, so let's go. But yeah, I like both moves. I mean, it might
Yeah,
be,
they're great moves. Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think what I would say is both teams did great, right? Both teams made a good move. For Tua, I think it's better for Tua just off the cuff because he's a terrible outdoor quarterback. He gets to
Yeah,
play
that too. Yeah,
so many games indoors because now he's going to play at least in division. He's going to play 8 games at home or 9 games at home. Plus, he's going to play at New Orleans. Like he's going to have. If he goes up north, we know we're going to bet against him. But
every
he's
time.
got those weapons. I do think Murray. I agree with you, Kenny. Murray is. I mean, he's going to be. I mean, look, they went 9-8 last year.
That's what I'm
with
saying.
JJ McCarthy and Carson Wentz. I mean, I don't know how that's possible. Like you get Murray, who's even, if he stays healthy, they're going to be good. So it worked out for both teams. I do think it's a little bit better fit for Tua, but hey, both great moves for those teams.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Rams just in general now before we get into the quarterback conversation. So we kind of already talked about it a little bit. And the question really is going to Zell first because, I know this is making you mad. We're going to stir up the juices here. Can anybody beat the Rams this year? Let's assume McDonald does not come back. We already know if he comes back, then it's put him over the top probably. But you've got threats with Seattle. Philly was the champs a couple of years, just 2 seasons ago. And even the AFC. Can anyone beat this team?
Anybody can be beaten any given Sunday, but it's scary. You got the scouting report. Now you got like Myles Garrett, and then you got the thought of will Aaron Donald come back? Aaron Donald come back? It's curtains for everybody. It's curtains. But I think the teams that will give them a hard time, you gotta look in their division. We're not counting the Cardinals. The Cardinals is out.
Yeah, no, Cardinals.
We're not counting them out. We're looking at the 49ers in Seattle. And the 49ers, they're always like the little brother that always tap your back and they don't want to go away. Like they staying relevant no matter how bad they are or how good they are. They always there. So the 49ers, they're gonna give them some back and forth. Seattle this year, we did some decent picks and decent signings. We can give them a little back and forth too. Because we showed that last year when everybody thought, we lost the Rams in one game. But that overtime game proved that we're not going anywhere. But, in the NFC, I can see the 49ers, Seattle. From the South, can't really see nobody from the South. From the East, probably Philly, or I'll give it to the Giants. The North, Bears probably. Green Bay still questionable.
Yeah, I don't trust Green Bay.
Vikings, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. But I think their own division gives them problems. Now in the AFC, I don't even know. Like, I don't think nobody can touch them in the AFC. I don't think nobody can touch them. Not
yeah.
Unless my boy CJ Stroud gets his head out of his booty and plays well. Because
that's
the
only team right there in the AFC.
That defense is
that defense is so I mean, listen, that would probably be the only team from the AFC that I can say if we had to send a representative and their quarterback was on point, it probably would have to be Houston because it got to be a team that is as dynamic as they are on defense. And I'm looking at Houston's team, and I'm like, they're just as dynamic. They got the lockdown corner. They got the pass rush, just like the Rams. They can match them. Now, offensively, there's no way in. Oh my gosh, Stafford is going. Stafford them got the advantage on offense.
Mhm.
But if CJ just don't crash the whip, please.
Right.
Like you did last year. You had a Super Bowl team on your hand last year, and you
Just
crashed the car 17 times.
Choke artist.
I mean, it was really bad. But as far, I actually agree with Zell. I think it's going to be a more division foe for the Rams. It won't be anybody. I don't think it's anybody outside their division that's going to cause them problems. If they can get out of their division, I think bye. They're going to Super Bowl. They're going to Super Bowl. And I just think
it's two things though, because Stafford, like, he obviously played great last year. Yeah. But remember going into camp, like they were saying he had issues with his back or something.
Yeah.
And then he played the whole season fine.
Yeah.
But if that comes back, that's something. We haven't even talked about Puka. I mean, did he get his head on straight? Was he in some sort of program?
I've seen him at the UFC fight. I've seen him at the UFC fight, so he got his head on straight.
Was he wilding in there? Was he drinking? What was he doing?
He had nothing in his head when he was on camera. He was just cheering. Okay. So that's a good thing.
He wasn't biting nobody or nothing like that.
No. Dude, crazy.
He ain't biting nobody. We good.
I kind of feel like the Rams, I agree with you. Externally, you got the division, but internally, it's internally. They got to stay healthy.
Yes,
right?
Correct.
Even if, because Verse, who they lose right in the trade, he was young. He was a young guy. I mean, Garrett really hasn't been hurt that much in his career. No. So you got Myles Garrett, you got Stafford. This is kind of when the Rams ran it the first time when they had all those OGs and they won it, but they only could stay up there 1 year, right? Yeah. So it's kind of like this is it. This has got to be Stafford's last year.
Yeah, I think this is the send-off for sure. Yeah, I think that's the send-off. I don't think him, because I think McVay gonna go with him too. So I think McVay probably gonna be after this year too, going to TV. I
hit the hard reset after that. Huh?
Right, hard reset too.
All right, well, let's go over the top 10 quarterback list from what was it, First Take or something on ESPN. It immediately raised a flag amongst the group here. I'll go through the top 10 and we'll discuss like where people should be or who's missing. So it had Josh Allen as number 1, Mahomes 2, Stafford 3, Burrow 4, Lamar 5, Dak 6, Herbert 7. You have some young guys, Drake 8, Goff 9, and then Caleb 10. So, Kenny, I know you were fired up about this. So give me your opinion in general of the list and what they got some things wrong on here, obviously.
This list is awful, terrible, deplorable. The unmitigated gall from whoever did this list. This is a terrible list. I don't agree. I almost don't agree with everything on this list. Let's start at the top. Josh Allen, what did you do to pass Mahomes besides go home again in the first round? What did you do besides go home in the second? Not the first round, second round. I'll give you your win. Yeah. You went home in the second round, right? What did you do? That's the status quo for you. Make it to the divisional or the conference championship, and then go to the crib, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. What did you do to pass Mahomes? You had a better season than him? Okay, cool. You've had plenty of better season than him, but you still couldn't. Mahomes was hurt. I mean, come on, stop it, please. Stafford, I'm cool with at 3. Burrow, you're not even help. We don't even know where you're at right now. Okay, we don't even know where you're at right now. We don't know if you're in rehab or on your way to the facility or somewhere. We don't know where you're at, Burrow. Lamar should not be at 5. How is Burrow in front of Lamar? Lamar's a 2-time MVP. Y'all treat Lamar Jackson like he chopped liver, when really the chopped liver is Joe Burrow. All right, let's move on. Dak Prescott, I don't know why he's ever on any list. Get him out of here. Herbert, I'm fine with because he's a young gun. I can deal with him being 6th on the list. He should be ahead of Dak. Drake May, you literally just got here. Drake May, you just got here yesterday. You still got Similac on your breath. Okay, you are
found your locker.
Yes, you just got here. How are you in this? Okay, let's move on. Jared Goff, I'm fine with you being on the list, dude, because you're consistent and you always keep your team in it. It's not your fault that your defense is terrible as God. You got probably a worse defense than the Bengals do. I won't even mention that. Let's move on. All right, and then we got Caleb. Caleb, you just got here. 2 babies on the list. 2 babies on the list that just got here, and we got guys like Trevor Lawrence sitting outside of there.
Yeah,
We have other guys, like Trevor Lawrence is putting on a crazy season in the second half of the year. We're forgetting about that. I mean,
what about a boy Bake? What about Baker?
Baker, shake and bake. I mean, he's been doing it year in, year out. I mean, we can talk about him all we want, but Shake and Baker's been doing it year in and year out. They're going to the playoffs too. Neither one of them young guys won the Super Bowl. That's how they're putting them in there like they won a Super Bowl last year. They didn't win a bowl.
Yeah, easy playoff, easy records or easy schedule last year.
Drake May had an easy road because they played a 4-play schedule last year. They had an easy road, and then they didn't have to play Bo Nix. And then Caleb Williams. I love the potential of Caleb Williams, but for you to be considered a top 10 quarterback this early in your career, throw the whole list in the trash, and whoever made it, you go in there with it. Y'all are twins.
Should have been ESPN layoff today.
Oh my gosh, that's why they laid everybody off, because the list was wrong. Oh my gosh. I just couldn't take when I seen this list. I was like, first off, I was mad when I initially seen Mahomes and Josh. I said, what the
All right, let's get Kenny a break, a little breather. Zell, what you mentioned some stuff. Talk about your reaction to the list.
Hey, this list is disrespectful.
Sheesh.
This list is damn disrespectful because, first of all, why is Josh Allen number 1? We go down as Josh Allen is number 1 over Mahomes. Come on now. Come on now. Mahomes and Stafford are 2 and 3. Allen should. The thing that pissed me off about this list was Drake May's on it. He just started. Like Kenny said, Caleb, he just got better last year. And Dak Prescott is always on the list. I'm not surprised about that because it's Dallas. If it's anybody else, where is Trevor Lawrence? Where is Sam Darnold? Hold on. Where is Baker Mayfield? I'm forgetting somebody else in the back.
Maybe Jaden Daniels. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like Drake last year, Jaden would have been on this list after 1 year. It's kind of like the same kind of thing. But yeah, I get you.
Might as well put Bo Nix on the list at this point.
You said, where's Burrow? I saw Burrow at Fanatics Fest. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to fanatics your way onto a field. Man, get your Burrow out of here, man, for a little bit. Put him on the back of the 5. Like he don't have to be in the top 5. He'd be on the back 5, though. I'm cool with Burrow.
Where's CJ Stroud in this?
No. He needs.
Well, we could. Yeah. Well,
what about Brock? What about Brock Purdy? And I'm not a big Brock Purdy guy, but he has put up some numbers. You'll put him at 12.
I'll put him at 11.
Yeah, I always have him around the 12 list. Like we was top
11 to 12.
11 or 12. I always have him right outside the top 10. But the problem I got is just a bunch of kids on here.
Right.
Kids on here, little guppies.
I love the Dak response.
The Dak thing.
Dak. It had to be a Dallas quarterback. That's like we talk about if we go back to 05-06, somebody's gonna put Tony Romo on this. Come on, man.
No business on this list.
I saw Romo on the list like when I was younger, like at least 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, he's not getting over that hump. Not getting over that hump.
I was just thinking somebody just got lazy. This was like about 4 years ago or something, and they just threw on a couple of names because, I mean, Allen should be at the top, of course. Mahomes is the best player, probably in the league, period. But it's like Lamar below Burrow makes no sense because he's been playing and healthy and won MVPs, and Herbert has played better than Dak for the most part. And Goff, so underrated. So, yeah, I mean –
mind the Goff being a little higher on the list. Like I wouldn't have mind that at all.
He's over Drake May.
Yeah. What makes Drake May better than Jared Goff? Like, what are we talking about? What, he's just younger? His age? The Similac that he's drinking every day to be healthy and strong? Like, bro, this really makes me mad. I was heated. I've been holding back for a week and a half since this list came out. I haven't said a word. I said, you know what? I'm gonna unleash on the first episode of 3-Man Front. I had
you know, I talked to some people in Chicago and they looked at the list and they was just like, "Oh man, Caleb should be number one, no doubt." I'm like, "Oh no,
see, that's what I'm talking about."
Had too much of the Iceman in your cup. You had too much of the Iceman in your cup. Come on, man.
Yeah. And look, I'll be honest with you. So it's like, last year, pretty anti-Caleb. I wasn't super thrilled about them drafting him. He did come through in the clutch, but hey, play better in the first 3 quarters of the game, dude. Like, you don't need to come back by 14, 10 points every time in the fourth quarter. Hit the guys early. I mean, he's got to get dialed in or something. But well, this has been exciting. I'm so glad. I hope you got some good clips in there, Kenny.
Oh, we definitely do. You know it. You know it, man. I'll be posting them later on tonight for sure. Because
right.
we got a lot of great content today, man. But just to end on the list. I'm just the last thing I'm gonna say on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever you are, they're firing you. You're getting fired.
You
haven't been fired already. They're doing layoffs at your job. So you prepare yourself to be fired. Okay? I don't ever come for people's jobs, but this list is an abomination.
Layoff is fired without pay. Layoffs, you get a little severance. You don't get no severance.
Yeah, no, you ain't getting no severance for this one. You straight fired. Like Vince McMahon said, you're fired. Yes.
Dak Prescott is on the list. That's all I gotta say. Dak Prescott is on the list.
Why is Dak ahead of Herbert?
When the last time Dak went to a playoff game?
Dak ahead of Jared Goff. Jared Goff least been in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, crazy.
Golf beat Dak to go to Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's true.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, next week we'll do the news and notes, but we'll start digging into divisional previews. Maybe we'll do the AFC and NFC East, kind of digging into it, what happened in the offseason, what we think about those teams, who we think is going to win in that division, how far teams can go. So check us out next week, same time on the 3-Man Front. We'll sign off here. Follow me at Wagspool on X and on Instagram and Facebook. Zell, where can we find you again?
Find me on Facebook at Denzel Smith and find me on Instagram at Windy City Kid.
Kenny, the fired up one?
Yep, you can find me on Facebook at Kenny Casanova, on YouTube at Casanova Vibes, and you're gonna see me everywhere now, man. I'm got my foot on the podcast game neck, so I'll be everywhere. All right, just tune in, man.
Yeah, and for all the comments, thank you. Join us next week and check us out at Casanova Vibes for YouTube and watch the playback. We want to see you guys here next week on 3-Man Front.
All righty.
This is the 3-Man Podcast, a football podcast where we discuss football, and more football. We got 3 of the very best bringing it to you. Got my man Wags, my man Zell, and your boy Cash on the action. Y'all tune in. You have your popcorn, because here comes the 3-Man Front. Make sure your offensive lineman is ready. What's being brought to you.